Good morning once again, Year 4, and welcome to the final lesson of the week for maths. Now, you've been solving all sorts of mental arithmetic questions during the week. This is very similar to the ones that you did on Monday and Tuesday. I'd like you to have a go at the 4 questions, and if you could pause the video to do so now, please. Welcome back, Year 4. Now, here are the answers to your questions. Thinking about some of the strategies we've already used, if I was going to do 321 take away 30, then I would start in my head possibly by taking away the 20. That takes me to 301. I then can take 10 more to get me to 291. If I'm adding 40 to 156, then I'm very much just looking at my tens column. My tens column is just going to increase by 4 more tens, which is why the 5 in the tens column changes to 9 in the tens column. 220 take away 40. I would be subtracting 20 and be subtracting 20 again. This gets me to the answer 180. As we always said, there are many different mental ways of solving calculations, but it's always good to keep talking them through. And hopefully you've had some success with the mental methods that you have chosen. Now, if you are in the Sapphire group this week, please look at your sheet, but essentially you're going to be generating 2-digit numbers to add to other 2-digit numbers. There's a link to click on a dice. If, for example, you rolled a 3, you rolled a 4, you've made 34. And if then you roll a 4 and you roll a 1, you've made 41. You're going to be adding those numbers together using all the different strategies you've been using this week. For everybody else, we are going to be solving addition problems today. Now, it might be that you want to highlight the key information. That's something we've practiced at school an awful lot, so you're really understanding what the question is asking you. But most importantly today, you are going to be applying your written method for addition. And for lots of you, that will be using 4-digit numbers. So here's a very small statement. And I want you to think what the word average attendance means. In 2019, these were the average attendances at some football stadiums. There's some perhaps lesser known football teams, Swindon Town, Cambridge United, Carlisle United, Oldham Athletic, Walsall. But these are the type of attendances that they would get at their ground each week back in 2019, when crowds were still allowed. And attendance means the amount of people that came to watch the game. Now, average attendance means that if we looked at how many people went to Swindon Town over a 10-game period, it might be at one of the games that was slightly more than 6,460. Another game, there might have been slightly less. And so on. We add up those 10 amounts, divide it by 10, and that provides us with our average. So, a little bit similar to approximating and estimating. An average gives us a rough idea, an approximation of what the attendance would have been at Swindon Town's football ground. Now, you are going to be given similar information about football grounds in a table. You are going to be provided with a variety of questions. Now, sometimes at school, when we have unpicked a problem, yes, we've highlighted information. We talked about doing that. What is the combined attendance? And then, importantly, I've got these 2 football teams. But also, we've used this problem-solving grid. Now, I'm going to show you this problem-solving grid because you might decide to use parts of these skills to help you unpick the problem. So, looking at my table then, I need the combined attendance. So, I've got Oldham Athletic, my apologies, I have got Oldham Athletic, and I have got Walsall. Now, I could represent that problem with my bar model. This is one reason why we talked about practicing them so much over the last few days is because this is where they start to become useful in our addition problems, in our problem solving. And this one is very much an addition problem. Combined means add. Now, you can see here in my bar model that I've got the two numbers and I'm very much trying to work out from the two attendances that I've been given, what is my combined total? That would be my combined amount. So, if I was going to do some estimating, that would give me an idea what my answer might be. 3,500 and 4,600. Doing that mentally, I know that 3,000 add 4,000 is 7,000. 600 add 500 is 1,100. So I've got 8,100. I'm going to be looking for an answer close or round about that figure. So my method I need to be using is my written method. I set it out as I normally do. 1 add 7 is 8. 7 add 7 is 14. I'm going to need to carry on this occasion. 5 add 4 add 1 is 10. I'm going to need to carry it again. Make sure I'm crossing off that I'm adding the numbers that I've carried. So I'm crossing them off to show that I know that I've actually added them. And 3 add 4 is 7. Add the 1 is 8. And I know now by having done my estimating beforehand that I'm satisfied that my answer 8,048 is correct. So today, when you are presented with a problem, you might want to highlight it, you might want to represent it as a bar model and to round before you actually solve it. And obviously, when you are representing in a bar model, that should also help you unpick actually what it is that you've actually got to do. And on this occasion, it's adding. So good luck with your problems today. If I pull them up very quickly, then I can show you that the bronze and silver challenge and the gold challenge have similar things to do. However, you've got differentiated numbers and differentiated questions. And there is a little challenge that anyone could have a go at today, just around the end of the week off. So well done with all your hard work on your maths this week. Next week we'll be going on to subtraction. Have a lovely weekend, year 4.